We tend to view history as a series of massive, unstoppable forces. Rocket launches, the explosion of mass media, the grind of global industry. But those giant movements are surprisingly fragile. They hinge on microscopic, easily overlooked details. It might just be a single nylon strap, violently fraying apart at the extreme edge of outer space. Or it might be a quiet, heavily overlooked design choice, secretly hidden within a bright red television wardrobe. And sometimes a tiny fraction of a millimeter indentation on a screw that decided a global industrial race. These tiny variables dictated the trajectory of survival, cultural dominance, and the very way our cities and screens are built. In 1966, the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird operated in one of the most hostile environments ever engineered for humans, 80,000 feet in the air, flying at over Mach 3. This chart maps atmospheric pressure against altitude, and right here at 62,000 feet is the Armstrong limit. This represents the point where atmospheric pressure is so low that liquid boils at the temperature of the human body. During a test flight well above that limit, pilot Bill Weaver's Blackbird suffered a catastrophic failure. At Mach 3.18, the aerodynamic forces ripped the airframe apart, instantly throwing him into a vacuum. The titanium airframe could not protect Weaver at those speeds. His survival was the work of microengineering inside his pressurized flight suit. The force of the breakup completely shredded the heavy nylon strap securing him to his seat. But as Weaver fell unconscious, a single tiny oxygen tube remained attached. One hose had torn loose, but that second connection stayed intact, keeping his suit pressurized and preventing his blood from boiling. In an environment of overwhelming physical forces, life or death was dictated by the microscopic grip of a single tube. In the 1950s, the battle for children's television was defined by loud, chaotic environments. Shows like Howdy Doody packed the frame with screaming audiences and frantic action. The dominant industry logic relied on constant noise and pie-in-the-face spectacle to maintain a child's attention. Bob Keeshan took a different path. When he developed Captain Kangaroo, he engineered the show around quiet, gentle moments of empathy. He made highly specific, granular design choices. He removed the live studio audience, banned characters from advertising products, and substituted heavy golf balls for lighter, safer ping pong balls. By prioritizing these micro moments of respect over industry spectacle, Keeshan built a cultural legacy that lasted 30 years. By the late 1930s, industrial pressure was scaling up exponentially. Sprawling automotive assembly lines were expanding to meet the massive manufacturing demands of World War II. A Canadian inventor named P.L. Robertson offered a superior slip-proof square-headed screw. However, Henry Ford's demand for exclusive manufacturing rights killed the deal. Ford walked away, leaving American industry to find another way to fasten its machines. This is the Phillips screw. Its defining feature is right here, the cruciform cavity with its specifically angled, tapered inner walls. As the driver presses into the screw, this taper distributes the force outward and downward. This aligns the metal grain and makes the screw head stronger during the manufacturing process. Today, the SR-71 is retired, the Treasure House is off the air, and assembly lines have moved toward newer technologies. Yet the hidden variable equation remains intact. When facing modern, insurmountable challenges, it is a trap to obsess solely over grand strategies. The true pivot points are found in the granular, unglamorous details that are most easily overlooked. The trajectory of the future is set by the fail-safes we stitch into our gear, the empathy we design into our media, and the tiny screws holding the structure together.